Hey guys, so in this review I want to take you through a product called One Page Profits by Brendan Mace, which is due to be released on April the 23rd on the Warrior Plus network. So I'm going to take you through the sales page, we'll go into the members area, I'll give you a demonstration of the members area, and then we'll go through the OTOs and I'll give you my final pros and cons and then my final verdict. So as usual, these reviews are my own opinion based on many years online buying products, both good and unfortunately quite a lot of the time quite bad. But I try to be as fair as I can, and I kind of point out some things from a beginner's perspective that I would want to know before I go ahead and purchase any types of products like this. So if you haven't been to our channel before, my name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. Go ahead and hit the subscribe and the notification bell if you want to hear more reviews just like this one. And don't forget the link in the description below to our 12-step action plan that help you out if you're struggling online. So this is the sales page. Now the first thing to note is that this product is $12.95 on the front end, so obviously you're not expecting too much from a product that's only that much. But let's have a look at the sales page, and again I want to look at this from a kind of a beginner's perspective and first kind of look for the buzzwords that you usually get for products that come from places like Warrior Plus. They're kind of pulling on your emotional heartstrings. So let's take a look at that first. So the headline is the world's fastest and easiest breakthrough for automated 300 plus commissions from free traffic. So that's the usual type of headline. It's obviously a bit hypey, but that's the point of a sales page. So I'm looking for the kind of buzzwords here. So I've already got free traffic there. Automated big ticket commissions like clockwork, multiple income streams from 5 top converting done for you profit pages, so the done for you piece is there, passive paydays, and then I'm looking for, yeah, there you go, beginner friendly. So this is free traffic, beginner friendly, and set and forget simple. So it's captured all the usual heartstrings there. And obviously if you're completely new to any kind of online marketing, these kind of things would be very appealing to you, right? Because you don't really want to do much work, you want to earn money straight away, and you want it all to be free. So that's the idea of these sales pages. So if I come down just quickly, now this sales page isn't finished, so I'm not going to do the whole sales page. I'm just going to do a couple of highlights here. You can do this in just 2 steps. So this is a 2-step process rather than a 3. You paste your affiliate link in and you plug it in for the free traffic. So this is great. This is 2 steps. Again, I'm going to come down again to this piece here. So for this, you don't need to make videos. You don't need to create products, you don't need to build lists, you don't need social media marketing, you don't need any of these things that are in front of me. And the only thing I will say is that I know the vendor, and I know the vendor does all of these things, apart from maybe building e-stores, but I'm sure that he's done that before in the past as well. So he's done all of these things, but you don't need to. Let's just go down to, there's a done for you section there again, just telling you don't have to do anything. And I'm going to come down, there was some, oh, here we go. So you don't need any experience, there's no paying for traffic on this, and you don't need to subscribe a list, and they say is email even a thing anymore. So I'll tell you from my very limited experience that email is a thing, and that email is still one of the most powerful ways to connect with people online in any business, not just affiliate marketing, not just make money online. In any business, an email is still the most direct way to connect with people. Because number one, the way that our phones work these days, just on email, is that every time you get an email through, you see a notification there that kind of prompts you to open the emails. And if you don't open them, those notifications build up. So it's very obvious these days that emails are still very powerful. So let's jump over to the actual members area itself and take a look around. So I'm over on the members area. Now the members area is actually a site called top-reviews.org. And that's going to come relevant later on when I talk to you about what this does. But what essentially this is they're connecting you with 5 of the top affiliate offers on ClickBank. So when I come over to the campaigns, which is the very first piece you see, there's 2 areas you've got. You've got manage your campaigns and you've got create new campaigns. So if I just come down to create new, you've got these 5 products. Now these are existing products on ClickBank. If I was to hit one of these view, I would go straight over to the sales page.
Hey, it's Justin, and if you want to make
your
very first ClickBank...
This is a very famous product. This is the ClickBank University, very well known. They take you through exactly how to earn money on ClickBank. I used to have a copy of this years and years ago. So very famous product, and these are all the same, right? So Ted's woodworking is huge, Lipotox is huge. Now, Now, the way you can tell these are very popular is just by looking at this gravity score. Now, in essence, what the gravity means is that at least, for instance, in this case, 186 affiliates have made sales of this particular product over the last 12 weeks. Now, it's a weighted score, so it means at least they've made one sale each, and they could have made a lot more. And so gravity is kind of a two-edged sword. It tells you that a product is very popular and does sell very, very well. But on the flip side, it also tells you that a lot of people are selling that product. So you can end up with a niche that's very, very saturated, all being pretty much ruled by some huge affiliates. So you can tell that by the gravity score. So if I just look at any of these, I can look at, say, Ted's Woodworking, and what I can do is set up a campaign for this. So I'm going to pick Ted's Woodworking, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to just give myself a campaign name, and then I would put my own ClickBank ID in there. And if I had a header script or a pixel code, which if you were a beginner you wouldn't have, right? Very unlikely. But if you had a pixel code in there for, say, Facebook, you could put that in there. And then you can go ahead and save and publish. Now, as you see here, Ted's 12 there, that's my campaign I just made. If I go and view that now, what this has actually given me is some form of redirect from top-reviews.org to this particular ID. And it's given me a redirect. And my assumption is if I click on that now with my correct ClickBank ID in there, I would see that somebody has clicked on that in my own ClickBank account, right? So these look like they've been redirected to me when I come across these pages. So these pages are all hosted on top-reviews.org. Now I know that because if I look on any of these pages, I can tell just by looking the ID number will change. So that was 53, that's 46. So it looks like there's some form of redirects going on. Now, the issue with this is with the redirects, just from a start, is if top-reviews goes down for any reason, and I've got a business that's actually based on their website, I got no control over that. I got no way of knowing that they're going down. I don't know when my affiliate links are actually working at any point. And it's very dangerous because a lot of these products you see that, especially for $12, who's going to come in and maintain this on a regular basis? This could be gone in a couple of weeks' time. You don't know. So there's a big kind of issue with that. Just keep that in mind if you're considering purchasing this. Keep that in mind that you're not in control of your own links here. Now, the second thing to note, before I get on to any of the traffic stuff, is that campaign is for this woodworking thing, right? Ted's Woodworking Plans. And I know this is very popular, right? Because I go on ClickBank all the time. Now, if I go over to ClickBank and I just look for Ted's Woodworking, there it is there. It's exactly the same product if I show you now. It's exactly the same sales page, right? The two sales pages are the same. I go back over this one. This is my redirect ID 53. That's the sales page there. Come down here, and then I go back over to ClickBank, and then I just go back over to ClickBank, and it's all exactly the same, right? Now, one thing I will say to you is I can do this just as quick as I can in that application. So I can come over here and look at Ted's, and then just hit promote. There's my ID, one of my old IDs there. I can come in here, and I've actually got better control because I can tell it, I can look at what my tracking ID is. So my tracking ID tells me if somebody clicks that, and I had put that link in YouTube, for instance, I could tell that traffic was coming from YouTube. So it gives me visibility of where my traffic's coming from. You could generate a hop link, and then that's it. That's my link, and I'm done. Now that link is hosted by ClickBank. ClickBank's not going to go away. ClickBank's a lot safer than having some random site hosting your links. And again, if I was to just put that in my web browser, that goes straight over to Ted's page again. Okay, so I'll turn that off. So it's just as quick to do this yourself. So again, I got a little bit of I'm wondering why I need this in the first place. I don't need anything that's been shown to me so far. I don't actually need. Now, when I get onto the traffic, now the second portion of this is the traffic. So you've got your 5 campaigns that you can go ahead and host, and there is some upgrades here. Then their assumption is because they're mentioning additional done for you campaigns, that they're going to add more products to this. But again, you can go on ClickBank if you want and get them yourself. There's 2 forms of traffic that they're giving you on here. There's instant traffic, which is basically getting the same campaign like Ted's 12 that I just created and sharing it to all of these different social media accounts. Now that's fair enough, it does work. If I click on Facebook here, I can come over and I can look at that on Facebook, and I could share that to whoever I know on Facebook. It does work. The problem with that is the only way this actually brings you any kind of traffic is if you've got anybody on Facebook that is interested in that particular product that's in that particular niche. That's the only way it works. Because you would randomly be sending people a product that they're not interested in if you're not doing that. So unless you've got a following on Facebook, if you have and you've got thousands of people in a group, then that would be an easy way to go and grab a campaign and share it. So that does work, but it's very unlikely to get anybody who's a beginner any kind of traffic whatsoever, right? So that's the first point. Now the second one, which is slightly more concerning to me, is if I go back to the campaigns piece and look at manage your campaign. This is really built around two things. The fact they're going to give you five redirected ClickBank affiliate offers is number one. The second is they're going to provide you with backlinks for these particular pre-sale pages. So they're saying they're pre-sale pages. So whether that's a redirect or that's actually a page that they've created on their site, either way, it's not in your control. It's exactly the same thing, right? Either way, however that's working, it's not in your control. But after publishing your campaign, One Page Profits is going to generate hundreds of backlinks to your pre-sale page during the next 20 days. By the way, that's not your pre-sale page. That pre-sale page is either cloned from the one on ClickBank or it's just directly linking to that one on ClickBank. So either way, it's not your pre-sale page. So during the next 20 days, you will bring backlink traffic and bring free traffic to your pages and process it automatically, and it's all generated in the background. So I don't know what happens after 20 days, because if you want, if there's any kind of long-term business off this, then 20 days isn't going to be enough. But then there's a whole kind of problem with backlinks. Now, what will happen here is the top-reviews.org will very soon get saturated with backlinks, because these are obviously going to be coming to this site, and they're going to end up having a problem with Google. But I'm not an expert on SEO. What I would advise you to do is come over and look at something like Neil Patel, and I'll provide this in the description below. I'll give you a link to this article. Come across and have a look at what people like Neil Patel, who are experts on SEO, tell you about backlinks. Now, the great thing about backlinks, if they're good quality backlinks and you get backlinks over time and they're organic, for a website, they can be very, very good, because Google will look at that and go, well, this is obviously a good site. Lots and lots of people are linking to it. It looks very good. The bad things about backlink is the kind of thing you can go on Fiverr and get, where someone will just spam your particular website with backlinks. And what you end up happening is you end up getting flagged for it. And actually your website over time will lose its ranking. It won't actually gain anything. It'll lose its ranking. So again, from my perspective, I'm not sure how this is going to help you get sales. Right? So I would go over to people like Neil Patel and other sites like that and read up on backlinking if you're considering purchasing this, because I've got a big problem with anything that relies on any kind of backlinking. So the two traffic sources they're saying are free. Whatever traffic source you can get from backlinking, which I'm not sure how that works. And two is instant traffic if you have a social media account that happens to have people that in my case and in my example would be interested in woodworking. They're the two types of traffic. So that's really in essence what this product is. So if I just jump over to my slides, I'm going to take you through the OTOs and then I'll take you through some of my pros and cons of this. So here are my OTOs. The front end is $12.95, as I said. OTO 1 is a platinum edition. There's some software restrictions that get removed for $37. OTO number 2 is Done For You Funnels, $197. Done For You High Ticket Commissions, 1K Webinar Connect. OTO 3 is Reoccurring Software, $67. Done For You Landing Pages, Done For You Passive Income, Done For You God knows what else. Now OTO 4 is Unlimited Traffic. Nowhere does it tell me what that unlimited traffic is, but that's $197. And OTO 5 is the licensing rights to be able to sell this as your own. $167 is resale rights. So let me take you to my pros and cons. So my pro of this is the software or the site works. So as far as I can see, that whether they're redirects or additional pages being created on the site, that piece is working, right? So I don't see any issues with that. My cons are all directed around if you're a beginner, which is, it says that this is for beginners and newbies. I don't think this is newbie friendly. I don't think you have any control over the traffic you get in. You've got no idea where that traffic's coming from that would end up buying an affiliate offer. The only way to start a real sustainable business online is to understand your business from end to end, understanding where your traffic's coming from, understanding how they're getting towards your offers, understanding what type of people are buying your offers. All of that kind of good stuff is how you actually create a long-term business online, not by throwing random people at random links and suddenly getting flukily a sale once every 3 or 4 months, which is what actually happens on ClickBank if you've got no plan. Backlinking is unreliable and potentially damaging. So it's a strategy that for a newbie is well away from where you should be starting off. Should be starting off just by creating some kind of content to drive traffic to an offer, to a landing page, whatever. Not worrying about backlinking for a long time into your business. You get exactly the same offers on ClickBank. I don't see why you just don't go to ClickBank and do this. You got a lot more chance that any kind of sales page on ClickBank is going to stay there for longer than it will on a site like this. Huge competition in the niches. They've said that the 5 niches are some of the biggest niches in ClickBank. Huge competition there, and very random as well. You know, if you're going to promote niches like this, you usually have a process set up around having a landing page, having maybe some free offer, getting an email auto responder connected to that particular landing page, and then sending people emails to direct them towards an affiliate offer. It very seldom works if you just give someone a random link and tell them to buy something. It's almost like walking up to somebody in the street and going, buy this now. It doesn't work. They need to build a relationship up with you. You need to provide value. So, you know, this business model is not good for newbies. Sales page is misleading. It says it's for newbies. It says it's going to be fast. None of those things are going to be true. And you don't need this to do anything that they've said in the particular product. You can go and do it yourself. The only thing you can't do as a newbie is do backlinking, which I guess you can go buy, but I would advise against it. So my final verdict is, as you can see, I think this is a shiny object and you need to avoid it, especially if you're a newbie, especially if you're a beginner. I've done this 1,000 times, guys. I bought these products 1,000 times. You'll spend 3 weeks setting this up, thinking you're going to get some kind of traffic to it, and anybody who actually buys this and then ends up making a fortune from it, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be really interested to see how you did it. So guys, my name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. Again, if you haven't been over to our channel before, go ahead and hit the subscribe and notification bell. I'll let you know when I release new reviews. And guys, if you are new and you're struggling online, go ahead and look at the link in the description below to our 12-step plan. Go and grab that, and that'll help you really understand how to get started building a business online. Until next time, take care, guys.